welcome to another Friends Friday here on GFW Trains.
Incredible, Wally.
You got it. You got it.
The last 5 minutes have been crazy.
Trying to get trains running. Anybody who's got a layout knows exactly what I'm talking about. Welcome to another live stream. I am Wally. I am part of GFW Trains, and this is
Bill. I'm Bill. Engineer Bill. Here we go.
Engineer Bill, Rocket Man Bill, Bill Co. He goes by a lot of different names.
Just don't call me late for supper.
Don't call him late for supper, and you'll never see the man walking by a good deal on a train. That's for
right.
sure.
That's right.
So yeah, we're happy to be here. Another GFW Trains live stream. We got some trains we're running out tonight. We got some new ones. We've got the GG1 that's running out here. 1630 was running. I'm not sure what happened to that one. That one's coming on. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope that you're having a great Friday here. Bill, can you give that one a nudge? That one should be running. Having a great Friday. I am about ready myself to have a nice little iced tea at some point. Apple juice, whatever we're drinking tonight. Or maybe a little bit, something a little bit stronger.
A little bit stronger, yeah. Red light was on. There we go.
See if we get
light. There we go.
There we go. Now we're gonna get the other one. This one is George, one of George's favorites. You can probably see it right over Bill's shoulder there. This one is a 1630, and that 1630 is pulling a set of 64 cars. Some classic post-war, all 64 cars, some of George's favorites there. So good times. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It's Friday, fun Friday, Friends Friday, Fast Friday, a little bit of everything going on this evening. So since we were last here, I had the really cool opportunity to go on a train trip with my mom. We took the train from hold on a second here. I
got to get your comments.
Got to get my comments up here. So I was really lucky to go on a train trip with my mom, and it was really neat. We took Amtrak, obviously, all the way on the trip. We started in Bartlett, where my mom lives, and we walked from her house to the train station. So we didn't use a car. We didn't need to park the car or do anything long-term storage there. And we rode the train from Bartlett, this is a Metro train, to Union Station. And then when we were at Union Station, we stayed in the lounge that they had there because we rode sleeper car. You have access to the VIP lounge. We had,
oh my gosh.
Something
hell of a night here tonight, boys.
So we stayed in the VIP lounge there, and then we got on the Cardinal out of Chicago. We rode the Cardinal, and it went down through like Indiana, and then it went across through Ohio, and then went west from there, and then north to Washington, D.C. We went to Washington, D.C., and we hung out at Washington, D.C. For a day with a good friend of mine. And after going to staying the day in Washington, D.C., this was the highlight of the trip. We then took the Acela. We took the new version of the Acela. We were thinking we were going to take the new version and the old version, but we took the new version, both legs of our trip, and we took the new version of the Acela from Washington, D.C., all the way up through Baltimore, through Philadelphia, through Providence, all the way up to Boston. And that was cool. Let me tell you, that was a fun, really fun part of our trip to watch the GPS and that speedometer climb at a couple of different spots. We went to Boston, stayed overnight in Boston, then turned around and then came back we came back the next morning on the Acela. Again, the same thing. And on the Acela on the way home, it was really, really fun because as we were rolling along, New York City, that's the other spot that we didn't, that we hit on the way home. But on the way home, we ended up sitting across from a guy who worked for Amtrak.
That sounds cool.
Oh my gosh! And we met Mark. And Mark, let me tell you, Mark was a cool dude.
He knew everything.
Oh, he's a cool cat. He knew everything about everything, and he knew everything about everything. And he was, as we were going along, he pointed out all the different spots where we were at, and all the different spots, and showed us all of the different things, and knew all of the trains that were in the yard and everything like that. And so that was an extra added bonus.
Right,
so,
you had your own private tour guide.
I know. So Mark, if you're watching, thanks. And then this was really neat too, Bill, is when we got to Washington, D.C., he's like, hey, you want to see Amtrak headquarters? I was like, do I want to see Amtrak headquarters? So he took me into the actual Amtrak headquarters there at Washington, D.C. And that was, let me tell you, that was a really neat experience. Nobody was there when I was there, which was, that is what it is as far as that goes.
It still says
but,
Amtrak.
Oh my gosh, and we walked all over, and he showed me all the different offices, and got to go into the president's office. And we didn't go in the office. We just went in the area.
Did you get to sit in your chair?
But we did go into the boardroom, which was really neat. They've got a really cool Acela mock-up there that was neat to see. So got a chance to do that. And again, thanks, Mark. We had a great time on that. And then we got on at Washington, D.C., and we rode the Floridian. Even though we were riding it from Washington, D.C. to Chicago, it had started in Miami.
Oh, okay.
So we rode the Floridian from Washington, D.C. to Chicago. And that was kind of a neat trip there as well. Hold on a second here. And so on the Floridian and on the Cardinal, even though they were Viewliners, the same type of coaches, we had both the old Viewliners on one coach or on one train set and new Viewliners on the other one. And it was there were some differences there that were interesting. The old Viewliners actually had toilets in the Viewliners. So in your little roomette, we had a little roomette, and they had the toilets in there. So if you wanted to go to the bathroom, that was where you're supposed to go. Whereas the newer ones, they had the showers and the toilets over on a community area. So that was one big difference. And the other big difference was that on the Cardinal, they just had a service where the meals were kind of like microwave meals. They were put together and brought to the roomettes in bags, and you were expected to eat in the roomettes rather than in the dining car. We ate in the dining car for breakfast, but we had 2 dinners, a breakfast, and a lunch. And for the breakfast, or for the 2 dinners and the lunch, we had to eat in our car. So that the meals were fine, but that was kind of a bummer. We were thinking that we were going to eat in the dining car. Whereas on the Floridian coming home, they had a beautiful dining car, and they had a chef that was really cool.
Excellent.
Came out and talked to everybody and everything like that. So that was good times. Good times. So, so those of you just coming in, welcome to Friends Friday here on GFW Trains, where we talk about everything.
But mostly trains.
You got it. And I'm Wally. This is Bill. If you're joining us and you're new around here, please subscribe, because we're rebooting GFW Trains with some live streams with George if he's around. But Bill and I are doing this because we like to talk about everything.
but mostly trains.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we thought it would be
We
fun
can
to
talk about a lot of other stuff, but they wouldn't be interested.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not the Decapod that's being a grouch. It's those old post-war cars
The
that's
post-
being a grouch.
Yeah. So anyway, for everybody that's joining us, please smash that like button right now. Take a John Henry hammer to that like button and smash that for us. And I, as always, like to say hello to some people rolling through the door. So Rails of Illinois, hello. You probably got a little bit of a rundown of what we were doing. Train Master 4 says, yep. Oh, it's your birthday. All right.
All right.
Happy birthday, Train Master. Too bad George's not here. We'd have him sing you a happy birthday. Randall Ellison,
Mostly
always
George. He
here.
loves to
Oh,
sing.
he loves to sing. That guy is a singer, let me tell you. Rose Jewel Railroad in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Radar Diddy, I was rolling right by your house in Philly on that on the Acela there. Oh, cool, Train Master. Train Master says he's going to be taking the
Empire Builder.
Yeah. I have to let us know when that's going on. Good old Lambo's in the house from California. Good to see you, Lambo. Good to see you. Let's see who else we've got. Milwaukee Road James. All right.
Of course.
You got it.
Always Bill breaking stuff.
Telling my life story, Bill's breaking stuff. You know how that works, James.
Hey.
James, man. Two things for you, man. One, March 15th, we're gonna have that open house at our house. I think George told me he's already reached out to you. In fact, everybody here, if you're invited to come to our open house, but with James, I'll reach out. We'll get you some specifics. But that is going to be on March 15th. That is going to be on my birthday, and that is going to be here in the basement.
So don't forget to bring a present.
No, you don't need to. No,
Wally likes presents.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to bring me presents.
Little iced tea.
Yeah. But open house here, March. Is it the same car every time?
Nope. Because I took those off.
Oh, wow. It's getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, we're going to be running the engine and caboose here.
So we're going to be doing that, and we'll get you some specifics on that. And then in April, we're having an open house at my mom's house. I'd love to have you and everybody else out here to see my dad's railroad that we built at my mom's house. So let's see here.
At least it didn't derail that time.
Yeah. Train Master, we've got, yep, absolutely the reboot coming through here. Rose Jewel. What did I do here? Wally referred them as real trains, as in train sets, like a true model railroader. Yep, that's truth. Little truth there. Let's see. I'm catching up on all of the all right, good. You're planning on the 15th. And I know not everybody is around the Yorkville area here, but if there are people that are here in Illinois or you want to travel here, March 15th, we're going to have a GFW Trains Yes Railroad open house.
That's right.
And it's going to be a twofer if you want. We're going to have the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association. We're going to have their monthly meet.
Right, that meet will be in Geneva.
And you're invited out to that one. Is Geneva or St. Charles? Or it's right on the border there, right?
Right on the border,
It's the Moose Lodge?
Moose Lodge in St. Charles.
Yeah.
That would be the official address.
Right. So that come to that meet. Then after that meet, hustle back over here, and we're going to have a birthday party and celebrate trains and open house. And I'm hoping that my railroad will run a little bit better than tonight. Well, it's funny, Bill. We were talking about this the other day, right? So we have this friend that always runs the same trains over and over again. And we go to their house, and it's always the same trains. And maybe some of you guys will relate to this too, right? Is that it's always the same trains. So we've been running the same trains here on our layout over and over again. Because those trains are in the groove. They're operate. We know how to turn them on. We know how to get them to roll and everything like that.
So we were at an open house last week, and I called Wally and George out on it. I'm like, hey, you're getting like the other layout where you just run the same 3 trains all the time. It's
And
like,
that's the truth,
come
right?
on. It's like, get some of those ones in the other room that have been sitting there for 15 years and get them out on the track.
Right. So I, inspired by that, I went and got out some new trains and trying to switch things up. But in our lead up to the show here, George and I were actually operating them a little bit, but not enough to kind of get them in the groove or anything that. So in our lead up to the live stream here tonight,
we spent the last hour
oh my
troubleshooting,
gosh, and we still didn't get this one going yet.
Still didn't get that one going. The wires are goofed up.
yeah, Milwaukee Road, James, you're gonna have to do that. And you know, the other thing is too, when we were kind of talking about this, and you guys can weigh in a little bit on this as well, right? I love everything in regards to modern trains. The scale is so cool, right?
Yeah.
The sounds are so cool. The fact that you can just pick up a remote control and do stuff
and run multiple trains on each track. That's the coolest part. And you can walk around. You're not strapped to the transformer.
Right. I love that stuff. But then when you back that out, then sometimes when things go wrong,
there's a line where it gets a little bit too complicated. It's like,
oh my gosh. So when we go to our train shows, there's some cadre of guys that we know, and it's funny because they're always like, "Oh, that new stuff, that's awful. I love the sound, the buzz of an E unit, you know." And,
right.
And I get that. I'm a post-war guy at heart, right? I grew up on NPC and post-war and E units and blah blah blah. But I never understand. I'm like, what? I don't, all right, you know, I get that, but move on, man. We've got all kinds
fancy stuff.
All kinds of new fancy stuff and blah, blah, blah.
But the old-timey stuff, it's either it goes or it doesn't.
Right.
And you can figure out why it doesn't go, because it's one of two things.
And so, anyway, I was just wishing for an E unit as we were leading up to our show today, because it just got so complicated and complicated. How many people on the stream here would rather have an E unit, and how many people on the stream here would rather have all of the stuff that makes it really neat? Or I guess
it's funny that James mentioned, so we got to make sure that it runs smoother. I got to tell you, the first open house, we're at OG's layout, and the bus full of people were coming because it was convention.
Yeah,
and we're running, and it ran flawlessly
for an hour.
For an hour beforehand, and then we got the announcement. The bus is in the driveway. The people are coming in, and immediately the train just folded itself over on the curve, and I'm like, "Wah!"
Right?
Really?
It was nuts.
Oh man. And if you guys don't know, anytime that Wally and I are around a train layout, and especially if there's a crisscross, there's going to be an accident.
Right.
There's going to be an accident.
Yeah, that's been my MO since I was about 7 years old, man. We're gonna have an accident. So if you're just rolling in, welcome to the GFW Trains Friends Friday. We got some cool trains that we're running today. We've got our GG1 over here with the congressional set. I don't think you can see that one too much as I'm looking around on the layout. You can see it way back around there. And then right behind by Bill's elbow is his shoulder now, and it's going to come out by his elbow over here.
Right there it is.
Yeah, that's not getting very good coverage of that one.
That's all you get.
And then on the upper level that you're going to be able to see coming through here, it's underneath the television set right now. The one that's the 1630, which is George's newest train. He just bought that one. He's really proud of that.
You'll see it when it comes around by the Ferris
and
wheel.
It's pulling his collection of 64 boxcars. There it is, the 1630. And for those of you guys that don't know about the 1630, the 1630 is a Russian decapod that runs at the Illinois Railway Museum. So that's why that one's kind of special. And Bill brought one down here, and I think at some point we'll probably
just pull it off the track and show you what it is.
Well, I'm hoping that it's not as hard as
to get going
as we were thinking. Yeah. Although it is
all right, I got it set at 0
hold on
here. So
all right, you got 0 there?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 0 here.
So it's Mike's Train House.
Nope.
No?
Right of Way Industries. If you remember last time,
Oh, right.
we talked about right of way industries a little bit. And so I decided to bring it. It's all right. You got power on?
Nope, I'm putting it on right now.
All right. There you go. Just let it.
All right. So this is a right of ways one. So Randall's at Ellison's weighing in that all of my O-gauge stuff is older stuff with no electronics. And I barely run it anyway for no room. I'm sorry to hear about that. At least
keep going. Just keep going.
Not working?
No, it's there. I got it.
Boom. Boom. Yeah. So
too fancy. Very fancy here.
You're about ready to see the. Oh, leave
Hey, there we go.
It's all right.
That one's good.
We got
the
one at a time.
leading.
One at a time. So we look at that on the upper level here when it comes back around. We got the caboose
Pushing
leading.
the caboose. Oh yeah.
Rose Jewel. I like it all. Go from post-war to MPC to modern all of the time. All gauge bands also. I'm with you. And sometimes when this layout's operating right, I in my opinion, this is one of the best layouts I've ever run. When it's operating right, because there are so many different things.
So many variations on which way you can go, up, down, all
Right.
around.
Right. And I love that about this layout. But also this layout is admittedly very, very complicated. So when something's going wrong,
It goes wrong big.
yes. Right. Speaking of going wrong big. All right, hit that one.
I got it.
Hit some speed. Yeah. No dice.
No, just give me some here. We got flashing lights.
Yeah, thanks, James. It is a like when it's working right, it's fun. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Got some speed.
Toy train speed.
Toy train speed. So Randall, weighing in, at least there's a club display. That's kind of cool. And the Polar Express is currently serving as the third backup train in case a situation arises where the first two of the club goes down. So, hey, again, if you're just arriving and you're new to the channel, welcome here. Hit subscribe because we're going to be doing a little bit more of this. When I get some more time on my hands, I'd like to be making some videos. Haven't really gotten around to that yet. But I'd like to make some more videos and, get back up to speed with the GFW trains. Then on the flip side to that, friends, is I see that there's a lot of people that are just coming in and out of this. So if you're just popping in, make sure you smash that like button. That helps us out a lot. I realize I haven't been saying that enough.
That's right.
Feels like, oh, yeah. What he said. Yes, sir. So tell me about this right-of-way engine here, Bill. So you're right. For those people that were here a couple of weeks ago and might remember, we were talking about the different engine manufacturers.
Right.
And
see, no, what's going on? It's really being funny here in this layout. Anyways, Right of Way Industries. It was the owner of was Bill Benson. It was made in Ohio. And
so when was it made? Let's talk about that for a second.
Late 80s to mid 90s. That's it. About 6-7 years in existence. That was it.
Now the right of way stuff. Excuse me, I might be getting ahead of myself here. What niche did that?
He wanted to cater to the upper guys. He wanted to cater to the upper echelon. You have to remember at that time, in O gauge, there wasn't that much brass. This was all high for the time. It was high detailed brass, and he did engines, he did freight cars. Who knows what's going on here? But the cool thing about it, he made a whole bunch of articulated locomotives. And you say, yeah, what, they make that stuff now. Well, on all the articulated locomotives now is that the rear engine part is fixed on an articulated locomotive. And the front one is the one that, much like the real one.
Right.
Well, lots of people still had small layouts then. They were still operating with 031 curves. But he had big boys. He had this. This is Great Northern N3. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
All right. Hold on.
I'll do it in just a second. We'll go make it go. I'll make it go backwards. We're gonna pull that car. So anyways, on all of his articulated locomotives, actually both engines of on the articulated, they both swivel like this, so it'll go around the smaller curves.
Oh, that's interesting.
And two Pitman motors, two vertical mounted Pitman motors on each truck, so they're independent. So, you know, you could be spinning the wheels on one of them, and the other one's just going.
So, Bill, I'm not real familiar with right away. How about people that are watching the stream? How many people here are familiar with right away or have any right away trains? Because this is a beautiful model. This is brass, huh?
Yeah, it's all brass.
And when did you?
It was made in Korea.
Okay.
So
that's,
you know, at
prior
the time,
to Lionel starting up their operations.
Correct. It was these guys and it was Williams at the time that they were doing the brass stuff.
Okay.
And you got the train coming around. I gotta pull that car. Anyways, a lot of people really like the PAs. And as far as you know, and he also, when he did hopper cars, he would sell them in packs of 10.
Oh.
And they were all individual number. So in your spare time, I did it today as I went on eBay and I just wrote in Right Away Industries, search in trains and hobbies, and 52 ads came up. And actually there was 2 nice sets of hopper cars.
Really?
That were there. And 10 cars, $400. And they're brass.
They're brass cars.
So, but a lot of comments when you go on OGR forum, a lot of comments are the guys really love the PAs.
Okay.
And the dock, they made a docksider, and they only made a few of them.
It might be my transformer with the.
It's all right.
And I'll fix that. I've been having trouble with that part of the layout, not getting a lot of.
We'll get a train going here sooner or later.
So on the 64 one, we're going to see how many cars we can take off, or how many of these couplers are going to fail. All right. So when did you say was the eclipse of that, Bill?
Around 1996.
Okay.
And I don't.
So that's kind of at the beginning
everybody,
of TMCC,
everybody has
right?
their opinions on this, and I've read a lot of different articles.
That's me.
And opinions, and about what happened. And somewhere along the line, it was just people had put in deposits. There was bad business transactions happening, and in 1996, I believe it was, he had to just like pull the plug. And that was it. It was done. People lost their deposits on things because the company in Korea decided to take the money and not do anything.
Oh, you're kidding me! So it was
not necessarily the owner of the Right Away Industries that was doing shenanigans. It was also a company in Korea.
Let's.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I believe he did.
So then, what about the sound system in there?
So this one, I bought this one from secondhand at Midwest Division. A guy, I believe his name was Milton Page. He came in with a stack of these engines one day. This was the one that I could afford at the time.
Oh yeah,
but it's actually pretty cool. You got to remember, for its time, it was built in around 1990, and I'm not sure if it's Proto 1 or if it's still QSI sounds in there. I don't have any paperwork, and in the paperwork that I have from Right of Way, it just says our sound system. It doesn't.
Oh really?
It doesn't say a brand, but it operates. It operates like Proto 1.
And educate me a little bit about that too, Bill.
Proto 1 is basically a conventional running engine with an enhanced sound system, enhanced sounds, and electronic reverse units.
All right.
I gotta see if I can do this now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Gotta watch the funny thing about Right Away. There's no flywheel on the motor.
Oh,
so it doesn't. When you cut the power, it stops.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. I have one engine that's like that too.
It's
a Weaver.
Yeah, I have a Williams Hudson, or very early Williams Hudson, and it's the same way. You cut the power, and it's like the brakes are on, and the train just stacks itself up.
Yeah. So James was adding into the conversation a little bit about Benson.
Yeah.
That's
Bill Benson.
Bill Benson. In the late 80s, he partnered with Richard Kuhn and Ross Rowland to purchase and restore the Reading 2100. That's pretty
the Reading 2100, that's what they used for the
21.
So it wouldn't be late 80s, it would be middle 70s. That's what they used for number 1.
2100? I thought it was 2101 they used for that one.
Oh, okay.
That's really confusing. I think 2100 was the parts train.
Because Ross Rowland bought them both.
I'm sure James will weigh in and let us know.
Yeah. Come on, we need to find print on that there, James.
Right. We were
so far your favorite engine's running the best. Knock on wood.
the GG1.
The GG1.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Boy.
We'll see how many of those 64 cars made it.
So far, there's 3 of them off.
We got 3. George's collection keeps getting smaller.
Yeah.
It's smaller and smaller. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Give me actually, do we got a whistle on the
Let me see.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
That was
gotta
whistle,
play it.
Right?
Gotta play it.
So yeah, if you're just rolling through here, it looks like we had a couple people roll through the door. Why don't you put a little something in the comments and say hello, and we'll give you a little whistle out of that. Is that one going to give us a whistle? Yep.
Oh.
How about the 1630 whistle? And then I think we got the GG1 whistle too. Cool. Yes. So Friends Friday. Welcome everybody. So anybody out there doing any neat train things? All right, here we go. James is weighing in again here. It says, yeah, but in 1975, both the 2101 and the 2100 were purchased. Okay. The 2101 became the American Freedom Train #1, and the 2100 stayed in storage until 1988, when the 3 men would come together and form the 2100 Corporation. See, I know just enough knowledge about all that stuff to be dangerous. Yeah. Hey, good evening from Cincinnati, Ohio. Good to have you, James. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you can hear it over there, but that's a long whistle from 1630. Good to have you. Good to have you. Smash that like button if you enjoy this. because it pushes it out there, the algorithm. Man, I tell you what, it's funny. So, like over the last month, like before, the GFW train subscriber count would always go up slowly.
Yeah.
Whether I did anything or when I didn't do anything, right? The GFW train subscriber count would go up. So when we started making content, again, these live streams, it started to go down. Like I started to lose subscribers. Let's go, what's up with that? Come on, we're not that bad, are we?
Not that boring. What, we got to talk about something else besides trains?
Right. Slag Cat in the house. Good to see you. Mike Mellon. How we doing, Mike? Good to see you, too. Mike is a helper with this layout here. He's the one that cut all the curves on the layout. Long time no see. Hope to see you soon. Hey, by the way, if you're just rolling into the stream and you didn't hear me make the announcement earlier, March 15th, my birthday, having an open house here after the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association meet. The Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association meets 10 o'clock in the morning at the St. Charles Moose Lodge. It's at the St. Charles Moose Lodge.
That's right.
We're going to go there, have our train meet, and then everybody's going to go from the train meet over back to my house, and we're going to have some cake. We're going to have some libations.
All right.
Yeah, we'll have a good time. So if you're in the area, want to do that, I know James is coming. Mike, extend the invitation to you. Yeah. But good to have you guys both here. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Fun to see all these good train people that have been around. So actually, I forgot about this, Bill. Speaking of, we're really lucky here in Chicago. We've got a lot of train stuff. Both, you guys will laugh at me, both real trains, regular trains, right?
Yeah.
And then model trains. We got a lot of model train stuff. We always talk about the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association because we belong to that, and they have monthly meets. There's a monthly meet, another one that's coming up on this Sunday. DuPage. We call it DuPage, and I don't know.
Great Midwest Train Show or something.
Right,
like that.
right. It goes through a lot of different ones, and that one's a really big one, and that's a monthly meet too.
Yep.
That one's this Sunday. You gonna go to that one, Bill?
I'm there.
Nice.
I'm there. I got to figure out what I'm going to sell.
Oh, you're selling stuff, huh?
Well, I can.
I keep threatening to go out there and sell stuff because, man, I got a lot to sell, or I've got a lot of trains, and a lot of them a lot of
I got
stuff
a lot
that
of stuff too, and it's like just can't part with it yet.
So Randall's bringing something up. This is interesting. So Randall, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I don't know how that slipped my mind. So yeah, a lot has happened since the last live stream, specifically in the model train world. So a word on the street, although to my knowledge, there hasn't been an official announcement about it yet, but word on the street that Lionel Trains has been bought by Round 2 Models, or Round 2. They're bringing their resources together.
It's a holding company.
Well, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So they're bringing all of their resources together, and they're changing the name. And forgive me, I want to say is Lionel Brands. Did you see that? Or
yeah, Lionel Brands. They took Lionel and Lionel Racing,
correct,
and they put them together.
Well, they've always been together. Lionel
the
Racing,
same but separate, but
right.
Same.
But also, so Round 2 Models is a group that owns a whole bunch of different things. They like mostly in the racing world, but they own like
they do a lot
Auto
of
World and diecast, so it is kind of a natural fit in terms of the two groups coming together. But Round 2 is mainly like modeling, and the Lionel Train piece now all of a sudden becomes the outlier to all of these different brands that Round 2 Models has. And I'm gonna take a second and look that up because all of those brands are really interesting. But everybody is talking about that, And getting back to what you said, like it was your knee-jerk reaction, was this is a holding company.
So, yeah, I heard about it and I watched a YouTube video on it. And the guy was very reasonable on explaining what his thoughts are, and I share his thoughts. So Lionel has been owned by a holding company
Correct.
for many years.
Wellspring.
So, no, it's a different.
Yes,
it's a different name.
Right.
It's a different name. But anyways, they've been part of a holding company. Now, the concern, as with when you're owned by a holding company, is that they're just going to go in, take some of the best parts, and get rid of everything else.
Correct.
And just really downsize it, or just wipe it out, as in buying the competition, and that's just
right.
Just wipe it out. Okay. Round 2 does not have that reputation.
Okay, that's good.
Their reputation is more that they are going to take what they have, come up with some better ideas, and probably put a lot more money into it. And I'm sure you'll see changes. And then change is good. I mean, Lionel, you say, oh, it's been in business for 109 years. Yeah, but it's been owned by, 15 different groups and people since then. So
this is interesting, right? So Randall says they're taking Lionel's name from everything, from what I've heard so far, which I get that. And that's, truly that's kind of the value of Lionel trains anymore.
Right.
They're not
Lionel. Well, they've been licensing it out, Lionel name and colors, for many, many years. All the clocks and doodads and all that other stuff, that you see. I'll say junk.
Yeah. Welcome, Allegheny. But even more so than that, Lionel used to be a business with manufacturing piece and where they're pushing a lot of that out.
Right.
And now they do still make some trains, but for the most part, Lionel trains are manufactured by another company.
Correct.
And that other company puts Lionel on there.
Correct. They put everything on there. I think the Lionel.
No, backing it out, right? I mean, like a company in China, whatever that is,
right,
is making a Lionel train.
Correct.
And they're putting on the bottom Lionel trains.
That's right.
It's not Lionel that's making that. It's the company in China.
That's correct.
That Lionel's contracted with.
Right.
And if they find another company in China that has a better product or makes a better price or whatever,
yeah,
or a different product per se, they're going to go and put Lionel on that. So to that point, Lionel is just a brand, right?
Right.
Because there's some contracting with all of these different. There's some that one might need a push. I think we might be getting to the point.
It's really tired right there.
Yeah, I don't have that wired really good over there. That's a part of that. That is the 1 week spot on the way out over there. The wiring for that.
Yeah.
By the way, welcome, Allegheny. Good to have you here. So, I know from reading comments on the other videos from people who have worked with round 2 models that they're excellent to work with. I know that's good. I hope that that's accurate. And there is a part of me that's fearful that it is a holding company, and a holding company is just a capital company that buys something, squeezes it for what it can.
All the money out of it can. And get rid of it.
And to your point, Bill, I mean, Lionel's been owned by a holding company for a while. And you're right. I don't. It used to be Wellspring, but it's not Wellspring anymore. I think that they got more stuff and became a. And I'm gonna look that up right now. See.
So one thing that did catch me by surprise when round 2 models bought. Oh, come on. Bought Lionel. Guess who had to pay all the fees for the transaction?
Who did?
Lionel.
Really?
Always in a buyout from holding companies. It's the company that you're buying. They get stuck with all the
Right.
fees.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find.
Okay, come on, baby. Come on. Just make it over the hump.
There we go.
Yeah, all right.
Boom, we figured that one out. So
speaking of Lionel, what's your guys' favorite train or trains?
Well, I'm running my favorite one. Travis, welcome to the stream, by the way. My favorite is the GG1. I'm a GG1 guy.
Yeah.
I love GG1s. I was lucky enough when I was a little teeny weeny boy out in Pennsylvania. We went to go see some friends that lived out in the Pennsylvania area, and I got a chance to ride a GG1 back when I was a little guy. And my memories of that GG1 are memories that I'll always have. So GG1 is my favorite, and everyone always jokes with my favorite railroad, and people always say, "Oh, that's not really a railroad, Wally." But my favorite railroad is Amtrak.
Yeah.
Favorite engines at GG1.
They do own track. They own some of their own.
My
track.
favorite railroads at Amtrak.
Yeah.
And if I have to have a second favorite, it's really a mishmash. But probably at the top of that mishmash is a Milwaukee Road, because I grew up right near the Milwaukee Road main line. And it's funny, though, when I was a little kid, though, I didn't appreciate the Milwaukee Road, because that was like the thing that you see every day, or the thing that I saw every day anyhow. So I didn't appreciate the Milwaukee Road. It wasn't until later in life that I appreciated the Milwaukee Road. So when I was a little kid, I had a lot of different ones that I liked, including I liked the Pennsylvania for a while. I really liked the Pennsylvania Railroad. I liked the Great Northern Railroad. That was another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I liked the the Canadian Pacific. Those were probably all all have been spent time as my favorite. How about you?
All right. I guess some of my favorite, Pioneer Zephyr.
Okay, right.
And of course, then Burlington Route or CB&Q for a railroad. Great Northern comes in second. Northern Pacific will come in third.
Oh, nice. All right. So, all right. So, the Zephyr.
Pioneer Zephyr.
So, does that got to do with? So, Pioneer Zephyr is the one that's at the Museum of Science and Industry.
That's correct.
And so, has it got to do with that, or what's? Is there a story behind that?
No, I'm going to say that I suppose my dad had. Oh boy.
It's not
both stopping here. I gotta give you a push. He had Yankee Flyer. So there is pictures of me when I was born in February. So I was 1 year old, Christmas under the tree.
Yeah.
There I am on my all fours, watching the Yankee Flyer go around. So that's the history.
Right.
And I remember playing with it and destroying it when, we were kids. And actually, my brother has it now.
Oh, really?
But I had to have them, so I got just about every version.
Nice.
All right,
so are you running this one slow right now, or is that the track voltage?
Track voltage.
That's slowing down. Gosh, he's
This one he had me talking, so I was distracted. I've been raising the. I got to raise the speed on the voltage back there and up here. And the GG1.
The GG1.
I have to raise it when it gets to the first bridge, and slow it down when it gets through the second bridge.
I might switch the wires here on the.
We're just playing trains. So, the Lionel Master Big Boys, the Lion Master Big Boys are both articulated, front and rear. Right, and they probably took that from because K-Line made one also. K-Line made a big boy that was articulated on both.
Come on, baby.
I remember it going, make it over the hump, and there we go.
Let me see if I can.
I remember him setting it up once at the Midwest Division meet. I don't remember if it was 031 or 027 track. He just had a circle, and the big boy was going around. Talk about overhang. That was a lot of overhang, but still, it went around. And I can understand, some people they don't have the room. They have smaller layouts, so if they want a big boy, that's the way to go.
Well, there was that one big boy that K-Line made that was was like a different, it's a S scale, but they sold it for $400. Remember that one, Bill?
Yeah, I think that. Well, that's the one I was talking about.
Is it?
They
made an Allegheny, and then they made a.
It's hard to talk and run trains at the same time, especially when you're trying to do two of them.
You're just now figuring that out. Just now. All right, try that.
Okay. I'm getting it.
All right.
I'll figure out how to work this newfangled stuff eventually. We need power on that. GG1 doesn't have power.
GG1 does not have power on.
This is the problem we've been having all night. Oh, red light.
What's that?
Red light down here on this one. That's upper. That's the upper, right?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah, I see it. Just leave it off. It's right there. All 64 cars are just not running tonight very well. They're having a lot of problems over there on that switch. Dead air. We're not talking. Trying to figure out trains.
Yeah. All right. So.
All right.
GG1 should work.
All right. Yeah. All right. Paying attention now.
By the way, everyone, how's the audio on this sounding?
Can you hear us talk, or is it just a bunch of steam engine noise?
Hopefully, it's.
Hopefully,
they're probably like, yeah. We want to hear the steam engines, not you guys. Right, I'm gonna go back to. Here we go, round 2. So getting back to the Lionel purchase, that's I was going to see if I could find a list of
all the things that
that
round 2 owns.
Yeah.
All right, mark down this moment. We have 3 trains that are running on our tracks. Good to hear.
Oh, the one thing that I thought was kind of interesting that round 2 owns was they own NPC.
All right.
I forgot about that. So Lionel is becoming NPC again. So if I can read this right. So they own NPC. I can't even read all of these ones on this picture. Johnny Lightning. Auto World. But yeah, the Lionel Brands Group is going to be bringing all these brands together. So, all right. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right. Thanks, James. Oh, yeah, that big boy horn's good. George and I were operating trains the other day, and it's interesting. There are a couple of different challengers. And we realized the other day, or George brought to my attention the other day, I think that he learned about this from a friend of his, that the sound card in the sound card in the Rio Grande JLC Challenger and the sound card in the UP JLC Challenger, they're totally different. So 3985 and 3803, they're different. Yeah, I think it's a combination over. You guys can't see it, but we're having problems over. Let me see if I can get it so that you can see it. We're having some problems. So
you'll see it when it comes around.
So this is the other side of the layout here, and you can see this is kind of a neat look on the other side. We've got Chicago that's over there on the left of the screen, and then Yorkville, which is over there on the right. And the GG1 right now is coming through here. And I don't have this part of the layout wired very good. I've got a daisy chain wired because that's actually an island. We've got 2 lift bridges. And because it is daisy chained, and I think because my ZW isn't operating really that great, that it slows down over there on that end of the layout. But that's the other side. That's where you can see the GFW trains flag. That's my workshop back there. Yeah, cool, James. You can break out both those challengers. So James, I'm primarily CNO and heavy into passenger equipment and passenger trains. Well, that's really cool. I was just out there in this last week. Out in that area where CNO was prevalent, where we had I didn't get a chance to go to the museum there, but I was out there where those trains generally ran. So what a neat spot for trains, that's for sure. Oh, bully on these trains.
All right, we're getting there.
Good thing you know what you're doing there. Still looking for that. But anyway, I get back to the Lionel thing.
Apple and oranges online.
Right on, man. Apple and orange in the house. Apples and oranges. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream with the Rocket and Wally. Those of you new here, I know we're starting to see some new names on this stroll. Welcome to the stream. We would love to chat with you about the stuff that you like CNO Railroad. Love to. I always like Chessie. That's always good.
Yeah.
And I don't have too much equipment from CNO. I've got some CSX stuff, which isn't the same. I get it. I got the 2101 T1 in in the Chessie paint scheme. So I got some nice stuff there. But every time
that
I hear
noise always kills me. It's like, okay, what crashed behind us?
Yeah. It's that bridge, and I don't hear it all the time, and every once in a while. It's all right. We got to pull our faces back up over here. But I should switch to this view on the camera, because this is a good one where you can actually see the trains a little bit better than where we're at.
Yeah. This is just trains.
So you can see over here on this side, they're like on my layout here. I've got 2 lift bridges, so you can get through the doorway because it is a layout that goes around the room rather than in the center of the room. And that makes it hard sometimes with the tracks lining up, but it makes for some great operation. Over there on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the upper level. There's a coal ramp over there with a coal tipple that is behind the wall that you guys can't see the coal tipple. But over there, right by where 1630 is going right now, where it's at right now, there's a coal tipple, and it's a really neat accessory that a friend of mine made. It's a homemade accessory. Plus, there's a really neat mural that my mom painted of the city of Yorkville over there. So, Jim, that's pretty cool that you've got all of those different eras of C&O. The 1932 George Washington, sweet, with the F-19 in front. 1948 chassis with the streamlined Hudson and the C&O tricolor stream. That's some neat stuff right there.
Yeah.
Definitely so should look into a way to temporarily move the host into this camera. No, that's true, actually. And it wouldn't be too hard because we're not wired or anything like that. We can go from where we're at sitting down to maybe we can have a motion part where we come over here. All right, over here. We got
over here, you see. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, over here, you see. We have got
the canoes.
The canoes. Because those of you that know me, I've got a couple of passions. One of them is trains. The other one's canoes.
It's canoes.
Right.
That's where we talk about everything.
Yeah. And again, along those same lines, this right here that you can see, this is the other lift bridge. It comes up, and over this way is how you walk out of the basement. And then that's how you get back to the workshop over there. Well, you're right. It would be cool to walk around a little bit and show a little bit more. Oh, there you can see the streets of Yorkville a little bit better. Like right over in here.
All right.
I wonder if I can.
There we go.
I'm giving everybody.
That's all right. Get everybody seasick.
That's my cedar play button. You get a gold one for like 100,000 subscribers or something like that. A friend of the channel made that for us. He gave me a play button for 1,000 subscribers. He said it's a cedar play button. Yeah. That's what you get for 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
That's it. So California Zephyr from Atlas Trains, the WPF3s. That is a sweet train right there. Those Atlas cars are amazing.
They just went for big money on an auction last week.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
And the F3s.
Money to burn. That guy had a lot of money to burn.
Yeah. And we got the GG1 stuck over there.
Uh-oh.
Just when I sat down.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So Rose Jewel's asking him, and I think to loop back around the conversation about Lionel, are you sure they didn't buy the model car part and not the train part? And they bought the. I think it's they're putting all of them together. And like I said, it's not going to be Lionel Trains. It's going to be Lionel Brands. And like Bill was saying, they're going to split off. I think the Lionel Racing piece to that as it already had its own brand, but
they already did. They already do die-cast cars,
right?
Okay,
Lionel does.
Lionel does, but so does Round 2.
Right.
And I think that's what they're going to merge together because I think the Lionel Racing had a big presence in NASCAR.
Right.
So I think that's one of the reasons. Again, by your competition.
Yeah, right, right. So all right, here we go. We're gonna have all 3 trains in this one, I think, all at the same time. They're all coming through. All right,
Uh-oh.
so 16. Oh,
Of course.
I jinxed it. 1630, the Great Northern, and there comes the GG1. Hopefully the GG1 won't stop. There we go. Come on, GG1. So that's a congressional set. Thanks.
As soon as you talk about it, Wally.
Right. Right. So, yeah, I know that there are a bunch of people here that have seen the layout before, and some that haven't. So I don't know. I'm never going to take the opportunity not to brag about my layout here. So let me see if I can get this camera going. So over here is Yorkville, and you can see here in Yorkville the see here, the coal tipple, this is so hard, is right there. It's right around the corner here. There's the coal tipple. And there's a mural back over here, and there is a spur on the top and then a spur on the bottom where we can store trains over there. So, and like I said, we've got 3 main lines. There's 1 main line on the top and then 2 main lines on the bottom. And it's kind of a neat little operation. And where the Yorkville, this railroad is called the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad. And the reason is that it starts in the town of Yorkville, where we're from. You can kind of see a little bit of the mural over there. And there's a really cool mural. It starts in Yorkville, and then it heads east. So out of Yorkville, then to Chicago over here. And you can see the Chicago skyline. We got a station platform there, and 2 lift bridges. One has got Godzilla fighting on there. Another spur back over there by Chicago with our Midwest Division container cars on that, and also some GFW Trains container cars. So coming back around here, got 1 lift bridge. We've got my station platform with the station on top. It's old pre-war Lionel station. And then I've got all of the old Lionel. This. Sorry. Sorry for a second, guys. No, I got it. That's what I was trying to do. All right. So back over here, we got the station platform, and then the station, and then all of the station platforms. And going through this way, this is headed east, and then over here we have got New York City, and then the Jersey Shore. So Yorkville Eastern Shore is the railroad. So we've got a little bit of everything. And over here, we've got the GFW train studio with everything going on. And back on the Eastern Shore, we've got the Ferris wheel, and then a little city. We've never really named our city back there, but got a lot of stuff going on in the city, including a yard back there. We've got a diner. Good stuff. Maybe that's something I should do for video.
I like it.
All right.
That looks good.
That is a good looking shot right there. All right, I'm going to pull us back on so everybody can see our mugs. So back at the studio here. So thanks for the little tour. I'm going to catch up with the comments here. Mommy Lulu, how you doing? My mother-in-law. All right. George is in here. He is out at a formal tonight. Yeah, DePaul. So we're missing George. Can we take a fallen flag for George there?
Okay, something's really going. What's going on here?
Let's see. James says, what I love about the S Railroad is it does what most two-layer layouts don't. Keep plenty of room to see, access, and not overshadow the lower level. Thanks, James. I really appreciate you saying that because that's something that I strove for when I was building this layout is that I wanted it to be 2 layers, but I didn't want the second layer to like overtake, to overwhelm the first layer. So when I put this together here, this specifically, I made it I so that my whole thought is that it would be transparent. So, or not necessarily transparent, but so that it didn't overwhelm everything. And so we used this system, and it worked really well.
Yep.
I don't remember the name of the guy that used that system. How the train's running there, Bill?
Whoa.
Must be going hard. You're gone quiet.
Yeah.
Must be thinking about the trains. So you're just rolling in the stream. Thanks for coming. I'm Wally. This is Bill Co. Rocket Man.
Right.
Bill.
Rocket Man Bill.
You got it. He's got all these nicknames. And Bill and I are running trains and talking trains. Welcome here. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button because we'd love to have you back and have notifications. And then the other thing is, too, please, if you would, smash that like button. Hit that with your John Henry hammer because that helps out with the algorithm in the future and it helps us out with after we're done here, pushing the live stream out to other people that may not have seen it here tonight. So James is a longtime member of the CNO Historical Society. Cool. That's really cool. Where does the CNO Historical Society meet at, James? Is that something that's obviously it's out east, but is it something where they have a museum or something where they have regular meets or people getting together, anything like that? And darn GG1. It's this transformer and then my wiring over there on that island. And when it gets sometimes
I'm leaving that one off for a while.
All right.
It's a little too noisy.
We should put
I was going to talk about one of the everything things.
Oh, tell me about the everything thing.
The everything things. So it just was brought to my attention by Wilderness Mindset.
Okay, Wilderness Mindset.
Wilderness Mindset is the group that filmed Wally and the other 3 paddlers when they set the world record going down the Mississippi River 2 years ago. So almost 3 years ago.
Right.
Anyways, the notice went up that you could, the DVD that they made, you could either purchase it, right?
Right.
And then lately it was on Prime stream, so you could stream it for $3 or $5, whatever it was.
Right. $3.
Well, yesterday they said it's not on Prime anymore. So, but if you go to our Facebook page and click on this, you can watch it for free.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
No kidding.
So, all right. So
on Facebook, if you want to see a video of Wally going down the Mississippi River and the other paddlers and the whole story behind it, go to Wilderness Mindset on Facebook
That's cool.
There's a link that you can watch the 1 hour video.
All right.
For free.
So I got to unpack that a little bit, right? I've got to unpack that. So in 2023, when we had a lull in GFW trains and we weren't really putting stuff out there, I had actually, we did it in 2023, but we spent 2 years building up to it, 2021 through 2023, where 3 friends of mine and I, we got in a boat and we traveled 2,350 miles from the headwaters of the Mississippi River in Lake Itasca, Minnesota, all the way down south past New Orleans into the Gulf of Mexico. And we did it faster than anybody had ever done it before. We did it in 16 days, 20 hours, and 16 minutes. And we set a Guinness World Record. I even got a certificate for it. I'm on a Guinness World Record website. If you look it up, it's really kind of neat. And the best part about it is that when we went out there, there was a documentarian that followed us, or a documentary crew. And the documentary crew is Wilderness Mindset. You can find their website, wildernessmindset.com, or you can go on their Facebook and just go on Facebook and look up Wilderness Mindset. And they made this documentary, and it's a fantastic documentary that has been in multiple movie festivals and won awards at these movie festivals. It's really, really well done. They sell a DVD, and they've also you can buy the streaming off of their website, and it was on
Prime Video.
Prime Video, but they must have taken it down for some reason. And I know that I got some information about that, but I haven't had a chance to unpack that myself. But Bill was saying, which is even cooler, that if you go to, because of this and because there was a little bit of a delay in the or getting back on, that you can go on Facebook on wildernessmindset.com and you can get that for free. Yeah. Yes. So James is right on the wilderness or on the Mississippi Speed Record team. They all said that that wasn't my nickname, the father, but they said that it was crazy that they said this. But they said that I acted like the father of the team. Yep. So I think that's funny. So
were you the elder statesman on that?
I was not the elder statesman.
You were not.
No,
you were
no,
not the oldest,
I was the second oldest.
Oh, okay.
Paul was the oldest.
Okay.
Paul's a little bit of Paul Cox. One of the guys that was on there was Scott Miller, Paul Cox, Judd Steinbeck, and myself. And we were all on the team that did that together.
Yeah. So
check it out. I think that you'll like it. You'll have to check that out. So Travis Adventure on YouTube says, I was wondering if you guys have any Dash 9s in your fleet or rail yard. As a matter of fact, we do. I've got an Amtrak Dash 9. I've got 2 CSX Dash 940B. Is that Dash 940B? And I think George has a Union Pacific Dash 940B. So if that's something that you would want, put up on the chat here, and it's something that we might be able to bring out at a future show. But so cool. Yeah, that's it. And for that point, as far as wilderness mindset goes and canoeing, Bill is going to be a part of the next phase,
right?
Of the wilderness mindset. But also, that was called Mississippi Speed Record, and they've changed, or not changed, but they have transitioned into a new group called the Missouri River Speed Record.
That's correct. Missouri Speed Record, and then that's going to be taken off in July. We're going to be heading out to Three Forks, Montana, where Three Rivers comes together and form the Missouri River. And
although I think if you go in July, you're going to be a month off.
Oh, in June, I'm sorry.
Right.
It started with a J.
Right. You got it.
I just had a birthday. I'm really old, and it's going. Anyways, June 23rd, we're going to be in Three Forks, Montana. the three rivers come together to form the Missouri River, and taking off and seeing if the guys can set a new fastest known paddle going down the Missouri River.
Set a record going down the Missouri River this time.
The previous record is held by two guys in a kayak. Is it two kayaks or one kayak? Two guys.
Two guys, two kayaks.
33 days.
Right.
And so this is going to be four guys in one canoe. Probably about 25 people on shore. Support group, and see what they can do.
Awesome.
It's just amazing how different the two rivers are.
Oh gosh, yeah,
because on the Mississippi River, from the beginning to end, there's always flow. Not so on the Missouri.
Right.
Because you have so many big dams and so many big reservoirs. What was that one that? It's almost like 300 miles long. So,
right.
And you know what it's like paddling through still water. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
For sure. So those guys will ever cut out. And so what's your part in this?
My part is I'm going to be the sleeping quarters. So I got bringing my RV, and I'm going to be the sleeping quarters. So, and another gentleman and I were in charge of food prep.
Okay.
So we'll be prepping food for about 30 people, and
that's a lot harder than it sounds, isn't it?
I know. It's like, what do they want to eat?
So I mean, you're not just feeding the four guys in the canoe, though, either, are you?
No, there's going to be two support boats, and there'll be usually 4 people on each support boat. And then you got the rovers, which go from base camp to the shore,
right,
where the support boats can come in. So all the supplies go on the support boat, and then the support boat brings it out to the canoe guys.
Right.
So I don't know, how many times per day did you really come to shore?
You hardly ever would come to shore.
Right. So you switched positions in the boat and did everything.
We tried not to come to the shore.
When
we switched positions during the parts where we would do lock and dams, we would switch positions in the locks.
Oh, okay.
But then we would have to come to shore when we got below St. Louis, because we couldn't switch on the boat. But I know that in this particular instance, that they're going to have the opportunity to switch in the boat, pull over to a boat, switch on the boat, because the boat that they'll have will be able to be anchored.
Yeah.
So that's going to make things a little bit nicer and a little bit easier for them. Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting prepared for that and excited about that.
So I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I'm real excited about what James has here. He's the CNO Historical Society is based in Clifton Forge, Virginia, and there's a museum. I just saw that. I was just there. We went through Clifton Forge on the Cardinal when I was with my mom about a week ago, and I got a little video as we went by. We stopped at the station, and it was a stretch your legs smoke stop, as they call it, and we couldn't see the museum yet. But I looked at the map, and I knew the museum was right past the station. So I had all my cameras ready on the go, and as we went through there, we saw all the equipment that they have at the CNO Historical Society, which was really neat. And then James, one of the things that I thought was the neatest about that with the was after we passed all that stuff, we're rolling past it, and there was an F unit in New York. I think it was either an Alco or an F unit. I don't remember right off the top of my head. Like an old abandoned New York Central F unit.
Wow.
That was past here. Or an Alco. It was like that style engine. Yeah. Hey, Devon, thanks for stopping by. I hope that we'll still be around when you come back. But yeah, for sure. So oh, cool, Travis. Travis, thanks for popping by and being part of the stream with us here. So Sure, I'm getting confused because Slag Cat and James Corbett have the same.
I know.
the same, and from where I'm at, my eyes aren't as good. I should be sitting a little bit closer to the screen so I can see it better. Yeah, it looked like a really neat museum. I wish that the train would have stopped at the museum rather than the station for that smoke stop. It's funny that they call them smoke stops. But that was on the Cardinal that we were at, that we took from Chicago to Washington D.C. So that's running pretty good on that outside one now.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's doing okay. I guess I picked just the right speed that it can make it over the hump over there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. The same thing, except we're going downstream instead of upstream.
Right. Yeah. No, it is on the Missouri River. Yeah, Lewis and Clark went upstream, and this group is going downstream. Although Lewis and Clark did have to go downstream on the way back.
Right.
So I'm sure they like that a lot better going downstream than they did upstream. But it's interesting too, though. Lewis and Clark, it was really a wild river where they had rapids and had to go around stuff and portage and everything like that. And while it is still a really wild river, the Missouri River is, it's not like it was when Lewis and Clark went through there. They've got dams and have made portions of it navigable down as you get south of Omaha.
That's what I was going to say. Where does it really become? And I'm thinking that when it gets to Omaha.
Right. And then it goes down into the Mississippi River there down in St. Louis. So that's pretty exciting that you're helping out with that. And Bill's going in for the whole trip. And you can just see Missouri River Speed Record. They're on Facebook too. They've got a lot of neat stuff that they're putting up.
They have their own website. Of course, you get to see some of the people that are on the support group and the boat crews. It'll be fun. And then as it gets closer, there's going to be a website that you can go to with the trackers, with the Starlinks, so that you can track where the boat is.
Oh, that'll be cool.
It sends off a ping every 5 or 10 minutes. Right. So you can tell the progress that everybody's making.
Right.
So that's always exciting.
And it is. That's always, people really enjoyed that when we went on our trip, because there was an online presence where you could see where people were at, what they were doing.
There'll be a lot more live streams also. From when they're going past or when they're coming to shore, there'll be a live stream on that. So it'll be pretty cool. Because I remember one of the things when you were on your trip is that you had pretty much you had 1 million people watching your adventure going down the river. So, and one of the comments even in the video is that you guys were kind of overwhelmed by the amount of support, all the people on the bridges, on the shores, shooting fireworks, bringing all kinds of different food and stuff.
It was really cool.
The fishermen, what the heck are you guys doing? Oh, we're going to paddle down. Whoa. Here, did you ever have one of these?
Moon pie.
Moon pies.
Never had a moon pie before. Apparently that's a big deal in the South, some moon pie.
Yeah,
So yep, we got some moon pies from them. They gave us a little Gatorade. We were all scared of it was so funny because we were parked in the spot where they wanted to go. And we knew that. We thought that not that they were going to be bad or that there was going to be too much conflict, but we thought, oh shoot, we're parked in their spot. They're probably going to give us a hard time about that. Yeah. So anyway, they came in and they were nice. It was all get out. And you're talking with us. This is in Arkansas. And they we told them what we were doing. He was like, oh, you boys trying to get in that Guinness book?
Yes, sir.
We're trying to get in that Guinness book.
That's right. Yes, sir, we are.
And we did.
That's it.
Yes, we did. So transitioning back to trains a little bit, Bill, on your layout, as far as electronics goes, what kind of electronics do you have?
Well, I switched over from TMCC to Legacy.
Okay.
That's it.
So we got Legacy on your layout,
That's
rolling
it.
with the Legacy. And that's super easy to run, isn't it?
No.
No?
This?
Well, I mean, it's set up, I guess.
Oh, set up is one wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. That part's easy. It's the...
And why don't you think it's easy to run?
I've been trying to get it out of cab 1 mode, and I know nothing about all the blue chip and the black chip and the recording chip, and it's like I have a Legacy locomotive,
right?
But it's in cab 1 mode.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, that means it's operating like TMCC.
Okay, but
you gotta take, but it's a Legacy. So
okay.
Somewhere along the line, I gotta get the little thing that you plug into the side of the base.
Okay.
And that has all the enhanced features so that it will not, when I call up the engine, it's not in cab 1 mode.
Okay. You might be talking to the right guy. I think I have exactly what you need. The little black chip there.
Well, I got in the base, I got a orange one.
Right.
Is there an orange one, a black one? Is there a blue one?
There can be a blue one.
I think there's 3 of them in there. I don't know what they're for.
So, but I've got the upgrade if you need to upgrade it.
I can tell. Yeah, you're still thinking about Blue Nami. Sometimes I agree. It's not
Hey, Jeff.
Everything is just real easy in Blue Nami. I know that.
So, hey, Devon, first off, no worries. No need to apologize with us. Hopefully, thanks for sticking with us on the television. Jeff, welcome, or Jet, I'm sorry, not Jeff. Jet, welcome to the stream. Love that icon that you got there. You have to tell me what steam engine that is.
Name that unnamed city.
Oh, this one.
Wally World.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. It's got a courthouse in there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. The courthouse. There's Wally's record store around the corner. We've got the truffle factory back over there.
And the Ford dealership.
Ford dealership where they're selling 65 Mustangs.
Right.
Special place in my heart for the 65 Mustangs. There's a lot of fighting going on with superheroes right down here. Come by our house on the 15th. I'll give you a guided tour of the unnamed town on Wally's layout. I really thought about that. It's an unnamed town. And over here, this is kind of neat. You can't see it so well, but we've got the rail yard. I'll get up and so you can see it better. So we've got over here, we've got the rail yard, and there's 4 tracks that go back here. I've got the command control crane, line-up command control crane. I've got the ice station. I've got the log loader back over there. And this is another favorite that we've got on the layout. I don't know if you guys ever run that, but that is probably the best piece that Lionel's ever made in terms of operational fun, in my opinion. Beats everything.
Crane.
The TMCC crane. Yeah. That one's a good one.
And the working car that goes with it.
The sound. And then we've got you can always see that on the streams, but we've got the lift bridge over there. And oh my gosh.
Really, today is like the Hellgate Bridge.
Right?
How long has that been there? Like years, but today it really stands out.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw the Hellgate Bridge.
I mean, that is, and you got to run. Did you run over it or did you?
We did.
You rode over it.
Yeah. So when we were on the Acela
Check mark.
You got it. When we were on the Acela going to Boston, we went through the New York City, and we stopped at Penn Station. And then, of course, after you get through Penn Station, you're underground because you go under the Hudson River, and you're underground. You pop out underground, and there's a huge Amtrak yard that's there. And you go about 8 or 10 minutes after that, and you go over the Hellgate Bridge, and it is pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
And so the fun part, or the funny part is, right, is after you go over the Hellgate Bridge, I'm looking at the Hellgate Bridge and like oogling over it. And on the other side of the train, you're going through Harlem and the Bronx. And let me tell you, there's some crazy graffiti out there in the Bronx.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Graffiti everywhere. Yeah. So Rose Jewel wants to know how we met, Bill.
Trains, of course. Toy trains.
Yes.
Toy trains.
And while we've done a lot of cool things together, trains always seems to be like
always toy
the
trains
one thing that weaves it all.
For sure.
It weaves it all together.
Yeah.
So we both met at the
Midwest Division.
Through the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association.
So, Wally, I can still remember sitting on my living room carpet when TMCC first came out. When we decided to finally sit down and learn about it, we set up the Kit Works.
Right.
And we were testing it out. How can you run a conventional locomotive and a TMCC locomotive at the same time? Well, we learned how to do it, but it was hard.
Right.
But that was the day that you could sit down. Okay, we're going to figure this out.
Right. And we were the first. Nobody had that. It was
nobody
like such
had it. It was
crazy
all
new technology, and like, all right, well, we're going to figure this out.
We're going to figure it out, and we did. It was great. And then we would teach other people in the club how it worked.
Right. And then set it up on their layout too.
Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, especially Mr. Hollick.
Yes.
Mr. Hollick had so much fun. So he had specifics that you still had to be able to run it with the transformers.
Right.
But by flipping switches, then it would be in TMCC.
Right.
And you could run it that way. And he was always, my big boy, he had Hearth switches on his layout. And the big boy, makes it through there, but the tender never makes it through that switch over there. And I can never really see because I'm over here at the transformers. Okay. So one day, actually Wayne and I went over there and we really messed up the wiring really good, but he was able to stand over by that switch and with TMCC, watch his engine go through and figure out why the tender didn't make it. And I know there's a picture. If you want to see somebody he was probably 65 or 70 years old at a time, but turned into an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is so cool.
Right. It's just like starting all over again.
And within 3 years, he was like,
he
knew everything and had everything TMCC. It was really crazy.
Right.
It was really
so
crazy.
It was a lot of fun introducing
those kind of things. Those days were really fun.
Introducing everybody to the aspect of
right.
TMCC.
And then we still had the guys that would buy Proto Sounds 1 locomotive and they would rip out all the electronics and put in an E unit because that's how a toy train is supposed to sound.
I tell you what, Proto Sounds 1 sounds great, but it is certainly not my favorite to operate.
No, it's
it is. That is so darn confusing.
Yeah,
touchy and confusing, and just like I had some Genesis that I was trying to get all worked out, and
Is that the one that I ripped out and put in the digital dynamics right away?
That's the Williams one up over here, right?
That's the Hill Climber winner.
Yeah, I think yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. We did in Midwest Division. They had a lot of things. We had I had the train races, and they had to be races, not drag races. Anybody can do that. Have your Marks engine on there, hit the light switch, and watch it go. It's going to kick everybody's butt. But I think it was Mr. Hollick invented it, the hill climb. So he had 8-foot board, and it would raise up 4 inches, and then it would be a 6-foot board, and it would go up 8 inches, and then it would be a 5-foot board, and it would go up more. And
it's like the opposite of a ski slope.
Right. So it progressively got more and more and more and more. I think the thing was about 5 feet tall by the time it was, right?
Yeah.
And so you put the locomotive at the bottom, and then you put a gondola, and then they put concrete in the egg cartons.
Right.
And those were the weights that they would put in the gondolas.
I wonder where that is.
I know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
I know where it is.
We had a lot of fun doing the hill climb.
You guys have a lot of fun. I never really even saw it. I know I've seen it set up once, but I guess I was busy that day. I didn't see it operate. But, you know, those are the kind of fun things that you do with toy trains. Now, train races, if you go in May of 1995, Classic Toy Trains, there's an article in there about the vice president of Lionel at the time. And he was relaying his story when he was a youngster of train races. And they would have it. It would be a club that would set up train races. And they did it in a gymnasium. It was big rectangles, you know, big 027 or 072 curves and all that, big giant setups. But everybody, it was run what you brung, you know, whatever engine that you had. And I believe he had an F3. And it would run faster in reverse than it would run forward.
That's great.
And the prize, because it was, you know, you win, you move on, you lose, you're out. And he was up against the turbine.
Oh.
And the prize, of course, was a locomotive that nobody could afford. I don't even remember what the prize was, but that's the way it was described. It's like nobody could afford this locomotive, and that was the big prize for the winner.
Uh-huh.
He ended up winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's the thing on train races that really got me going. It's like, I want to have train races, but it's got to be a skill event. So that's...
so it's not just like turning it on. And
that was the thought behind the dog bone train races, you know, because the whole layout, two side by side, it would go up and it'd come back together, go down and go around again. The straightaway was 24 feet long. Get a good head of steam going up that. And
Bill,
it was a lot of fun.
Just not to interrupt you real quick. Do you know when the Two-Reel show is in Chicago? It's in and I want to say it's at the end of March.
I don't know if I got it on here or not.
Yeah, I will look that up. You know, yes. James
I don't have it.
James says it's an iconic layout, the double dog bone.
Yep. There's plenty of videos of it on GFW trains.
Yes, there is.
Some of the greatest races between George and... So in the train races, when we first did it, I did it on the floor, and you can run just about anything because we would take on the curves, we would roll up towels and put it on there. But once we put it up on modules, the first day, I can't tell you how many of the marker lights I broke off of the engines. So ended up taking 2037s. Why 2037s? 2037s have magnet traction, they have a headlight, and they have smoke. And at first we left the E-units in, but then, you know, you're trying to have a good experience while these kids doing the train races. And so we took the E-units out. And just put the power to it, and it's going to go. So, and it had to be steam engines because there was a lot of action. When you see all the side rods going like crazy and slipping, that just adds to the excitement. So,
man, I can't find where the Two-Reel show is. Too bad George is in here. He knows.
He would know right off the bat.
Right.
So, anyways, yeah.
I see that there's the George Washington train show, though.
If we were in a train race, what locomotive would we pick? Real one?
Oh, NW2 switcher. All day, every day. NW2 switchers are... Are
you talking about real trains or toy trains?
I don't know. I might use this one. These are the best for train races.
Well, listen, you had to take the Santa Fe. That's from the Santa Fe Queen.
Right.
But what's next to it down there?
No, you.
Did I take it home?
Yeah,
I took it home. Oh, darn.
Oh, it just
I got that devil train is at home. It's a Milwaukee Road.
So George's first train was a NW2 switcher like that we call Blue.
Yeah.
And George was so proud of Blue, and he would race it on the train races.
Yeah.
And Bill had a
It
NW2.
was a custom painted by somebody that I picked up. It was Milwaukee Road SW2.
But it was numbered 666.
Yeah, that's why the devil train.
So we always call that the devil train. And so Blue was the hero, and the devil train was the enemy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep, Rail Chief showed up. Let me see if I got a horn somewhere. Whistle.
There we go. Rail Chief in the house. Thanks for coming here. This is where the party begins, of course.
That's right.
So if you're around here and aren't a friend of the program already, hit that subscribe button and do me a solid. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Smash it. It really helps pushing it out with the algorithm. And we're trying to do a reboot here on GFW trains, slowly but surely.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So if there's anything you want us to talk about, put it in the comments. You never know when it's going to show up. I'm always trying to do a theme of find something that's been sitting on the shelf for 10 or 15 years and bring it and get it out on the track.
So we put these 64 cars out. They haven't been running
I can
ages,
tell.
And we got them all oiled up.
Okay.
Maybe there's a reason why.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them didn't make the cut.
4 didn't make the cut, but we finally got enough where they're rolling pretty good.
Yeah. Knock on wood. It's been crazy tonight.
I might have to replace this old ZW here and rewire over there on the train layout so I get some better juice over there. There's a spot on the train layout where it's not getting as good a juice as it goes around, and I think partially it's because of the transformer, and partially it's because of the way that I've got the
layout wired.
The wired out there. On the top, I've got it wired right. And on the top level, there's no issues. I also got a Z4000 going through the top too. So I think that handles things a little bit better. Than the ZWs. I think the ZWs, as they get warm, they get slow and yeah. Classic proto sounds. Yeah, we got the classic proto.
Yeah, it's over there. Got a little bit too noisy.
Yeah. Yeah, the proto sounds proto sounds is pretty good. I like George really likes proto sounds one, like all of the sounds and everything like that.
Well, they're actually more realistic sounds on that sound on the proto sounds one. Those sound chips have real sounds on them. What's the longest train you guys have had or ran?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I know on my dad's layout was 63 cars.
Okay.
I don't know how on this one, but we've had not as many train cars on here. But James, you tune in how many trains we've had running on this layout all at the same time.
Right.
I think we've had.
What are you saying? 7.
I think seven engines operating on this layout at the same time, which is pretty darn good. Nope.
Oh, that was funny.
That just
decided to stop.
The GG1. I'll show you what we're talking about here, guys.
All right.
Audio. Camera. This is the one we want, the UVC. Look at that. Right over there is where the
That's
GG1
the low voltage area over there.
Right where this GG1 is, right? Boy, I tell you what, when I thought that was all leveled up, that island, when I put it together.
Yeah.
Sorry,
they're toy trains.
There's definitely a hump over there.
We got Matt in the house. And we got Rail Chief.
All right. How's it going, Matt? Thanks for joining us. Giving you a little horn there as a GG1 horn. Welcome to the stream. Do me a solid, smash that like button. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Oh yeah, I guess you don't have to smash it if you don't want, or like hit it if you don't want. Wait around, but I know if you stick around long enough, it's a good.
You'll like it.
This is a good time. We're just hanging out, talking trains. So, all right, I'm gonna get this switch back around the other way. See, I think I need to get more cameras like that around the layout. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do that yet, but so I do like that about being able to.
Yeah, that one guy you said had 5 or 6 cameras around the layout. So
right, it's doable. It's doable. I do know that. We used to have a lot more cameras on there. I don't know where.
Yeah, that's good. That's
exactly what we want.
All right.
You're welcome, Matt.
Dale Hudson. Definitely
welcome. Dale Hudson. What's going on, buddy? Yep. Some of my favorites, though, are all of the little icons that everybody's got for their YouTube channel. It's fun stuff. Everywhere from Matt. I think that's Strasbourg, if I'm guessing. What it's really small on there, what that one is. And then Rail Chief, you're gonna have to tell us the inspiration behind that F unit there. Walkie Road James is always going through stuff as far as his icons that are on there. What else we got on here? Then we got Civil War. Travis Adventures on YouTube. So I bet he's got a lot of good adventures up there.
Oh, yeah.
Looking by that picture. And Slag Cat's got his C&O. And, of course, what else we got on here? Marky Road James. Rose Jewel. He's got a neat one there. Devon. There we go. Lots of neat stuff. So, yeah, that's what I thought. So, Strasbourg 90. Yep. So, yeah, we have tried to make a cab cam, and that's a lot harder than you would think in terms of, like, I've got a cupola cam, and I've also got a car that's got a camera in a dome car on it. And it's really cool. But it's really hard to get that video transferred to the software that we use, the StreamYard software that we use, that'll boost it up on the internet. Now, backing that out a little bit, though, we have it, and we've got some pretty cool video of on my dad's layout using a GoPro camera, which essentially does the same thing. And I was thinking that if there's a way that I could get the GoPro put up on here, and there was, I had figured it out at one time, but unfortunately I got a lot of this stuff going on in my brain, and I remembered it and I forgot about it. But that would be cool. I definitely agree with you that
there's plenty of videos on GFW trains because George would always put it either on a flat car or in a gondola.
I don't think that there was ever one of those made on this layout like that, though.
No, not on this layout.
But on my dad's, and then my his old Train Fest is another one.
Yeah.
And then his old layout. We had a little layout for George.
Oh yeah, the George
before
layout.
This one. That was short. It was about the knee high, and that was the one that like George's first layout.
Yeah.
And he really enjoyed that one. We all really enjoyed that one.
Oh yeah, that's the one where you guys had the engine in the caboose.
Yeah, always like, yep.
Missing by 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah, for sure. So, William Kalina, welcome to the stream. My favorite hobby shop. Let me see. This is going to take a few moments for me. Train Town. I think that's my favorite hobby shop that I've been to. Train Town is in St. Louis.
Okay.
St. Louis, Missouri. And there are two brothers that own Train Town, and they are a hoot. And it's just what you would imagine, like an old 50s train store. There's people coming in and out all the time, guys talking about trains. And they've got all the new trains, they've got old trains, a lot of post-war stuff. And these guys are the best. We made a cool video on GFW Trains about Train Town. So you have to look that one up. But if you ever make it to St. Louis, you got to go to Train Town. That is a cool spot. What about you, Bill?
I got two.
All right.
First favorite one is Scranton. Scranton Hobbies. Right across the street from, there's a mall and then Steamtown. But they were a K-Line superstore. So we would always go there and see what leftovers there were of K-Line before.
So superstores, they'd always push out all of their leftovers to the superstore.
And they would have, it was like a big warehouse. Yeah, it was nice.
Good deals.
Train Express, that's a third. A third one. Train Express down in Indianapolis when they were still around, because we would go to the 500.
Yep.
And then we'd have something. Oh, we got time to kill. What are we gonna do? We're going to Train Express. So that was a good one. Let's see, what was another one?
Well, that's true. James, you're right. Sorry not to cut you off. Just give you. But there was a cool one of the Christmas floor layout where George, we got that one on a.
Yeah.
We just put a iPhone at the front.
Was this the first year that he didn't set up trains?
No, this is the third year.
Oh, third year already. Time flies.
Yeah, I know.
Time flies.
Makes me sad. Actually, it might be the second year, but yeah, George was known for putting up a huge track. Our Christmas layouts around our house were epic. They'd make my mom or my wife's brain pop because they would track everywhere.
Oh, Summerfeld trains, just north
that's
of
a good
Milwaukee.
one,
I
too.
took George there 2 years ago for the first time. He had to buy something in there,
Yep, got himself a reefer, didn't he?
Yeah, silver. He got the silver one.
I've still never been to Summerfield. Got to go there.
Gotta stop by there.
We've had some good train stores here in Chicago too.
Yeah,
in Chicago we've had three good ones, or we have three good ones. But we've got Berwyn, Berwyn's Hobby, and that one's still around. Then we've got Chicagoland Hobby, which isn't around anymore.
Nope.
And then we got America's Best Hobby, which is
in transition right now.
It's in transition.
We'll just call it that.
Yeah. So Radar Diddy, my dad's layout, the first layout that he had was 027. Or not 027, I'm sorry, Super O. And it was really cool. We had a really big, huge Super O setup, and there weren't too many people that had this layout as big as his that were Super O. And somewhere I've got like a Hi8 video of that layout that I took. I've got to find that. But before we took that layout down, we did a lot of videoing of that to memorialize that layout. We took that one down and then we put that back together as it's got Gargraves track, Ross switches, some Gargraves switches on his. That's the same as this one. This one's got Gargraves track and Ross switches. And as far as the operating system on this train layout, I've got TMCC, I've got Legacy, I've got the Lionel Wi-Fi control. So it's basically does the same thing that a base 3 does, but I've been doing that for the last probably about 7 years with all the stuff that I've got, exactly the same as the base 3. And then wired through that, I also have the Mike's Wi-Fi, and then I have DCS, Mike's DCS operated in here. So I can use my phone to operate the track and trains through Mike's. And then I also have the DCS and the remote control to operate through Mike's as well. So I wanted like complete across the line of compatibility on this. And then the last piece, people were talking about it a little bit, but something that has just come online that we're doing here too. Now I've got all that stuff up here on the on the iPad, but then also on the iPad here too. Not only on the iPad, but on my my phone, we've got the Bluenami set up, so you can run Bluenami as well, any Bluenami engines. And George has upgraded a few of our trains to Bluenami, mostly his stuff. But that I think George sees as the wave of the future.
Oh yeah, universal. All you need is power going to the track.
Oh, I forgot about Des Plaines Hobby in Chicago as well. Yeah,
I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything about Des Plaines Hobby. Weren't they mostly HO?
Yeah.
Just like the guy in Lombard.
Right.
Lombard, that guy is all HO stuff.
Well, Matt, that's kind of sad that you worked on your American Models Frisco U25B. And I'm sorry to hear that you had that. There's nothing more frustrating than chasing
electrical.
Right.
Stuff.
So, do we do repairs, or do we know somebody who does them? I guess it's all the depth of the repair. Like
traction tires, yes.
Right. Like the minor stuff I can do. And George even knows how to do some of the upgrades. Like I said, George knows how to upgrade Bluenami. But when something gets fried, yeah, we have to take it to somebody to get fixed. And fortunately, we've got some friends through the Midwest Division of PCA that do that stuff, right. And that help out with that. And then, I'm going to knock.
So you're a two-rail guy, huh, James?
Yeah. So right. So that's cool, James. George will be there too. My son, he's going with a good friend of his, Matt Garston, out to the two-rail show. And,
okay.
Those guys will be there. I may go. I've never been. I don't think that there was enough rails. Who the heck thought the train should only have two rails?
Those guys are too serious.
I mean, I don't think they get enough for the
pipe going to the wrong place at the wrong color and one or two rivets wrong, then it's like you're like blackballed.
Yeah. James says, I couldn't tell you how to replace a board on a legacy engine, like a real steam engine.
Yeah, you could do
James
that.
has got that. So William,
what board? A board on a real steam engine is made out of wood.
Yeah, right.
right. Replace that 2x6.
Right. So George is 20 now, right?
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. George is 20. So Friday nights is some prime real estate for that young man.
Yeah.
So he's been around and been doing some of these with us, but we can't get him on here on all of them. But to answer your question specifically, tonight he is at a formal dance at DePaul University.
That's where the big girls go.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's where the pretty girls go.
So,
so George is there.
You got it. So, but yeah, George is still into trains. He hasn't slowed down with that. He is going with me on Sunday. We're going to train show. Have fun there. All right. So all right. I'm looking up here. Got some. So Matt does his own repairs. That's impressive, Matt. Yeah, that's impressive. Now, I know how to do a lot of repairs on like the post-war stuff, like that I can diagnose and is relatively simple. But we start getting into some of the higher electronics. That's where it goes sideways for me. So
this is a political question.
So it says, here's what it says. How do you feel about the board of directors voting out TCA President Kevin Quinn? I think it was a huge mistake. He was a great ambassador of the hobby. I didn't know it. I did not.
I have not been informed that they voted out TCA President Kevin Quinn.
Wow. I'm going to have to go and check out some message boards or something.
We're gonna have to.
So Del, what? Tell me what you know about that. That's interesting because I actually like Kevin. I when I was on the board of directors of the TCA myself, the national board of directors, I sat next to Kevin and we had a great friendship. And I do know that he had a lot of ideas that kind of cut across the grain of the traditional powers that be within the TCA. Right. So yeah, you'll have to give me some more info on that. So yeah, you're right. 20 years old, trains usually take a back seat. But I am impressed. For a 20-year-old, Bill can...
He still is involved in trains, don't get me wrong. We were at an open house last week. He brought trains to run and was right there in the mix.
Right.
And yes, 2037s are great. Mid-grade post-war steam locomotive. Absolutely. Those are... just great all-around locomotives. Very easy to fix, and they run, and they just run. I don't have anything to say bad about a 2037.
Right. So I'm going to have to go back and look a little bit more. I agree with you that Kevin is a good guy. Like I said, I know that he's done a lot of things that kind of cut against the grain of the powers that be within the Lionel or within the Train Collectors Association, but I'm on the same vein as you. Is that he is a big character? He is definitely a big personality.
He's a big personality, yes,
and you know, he draws people to trains and draws people to Metka. And helps with Metka a lot, and that kind of put him in the position to roll with the national TCA. And get a position of leadership there. And it's a shame that when you have somebody that passionate about the hobby, that he gets in a situation where, the leadership may come into question. I can't speak to what actually happened. And, like what it was. At this
point, I don't know either. So.
Yeah.
So don't sling any mud.
No,
there's no mud to be slung,
or at least
just yet. It's like
right,
we gotta wait for the true facts.
Oh wow, PRR Joe. Yeah. So did you get that announcement? Or was it an email or was it? I haven't checked my email very religiously this afternoon. I checked it or this evening. I checked it this afternoon, and I didn't see anything from the TCA. So I wonder where that announced, if that's, or maybe it's posted on the website or something. But yeah, like I said,
it wasn't an email. All right.
All right. So Travis, Civil War Travis. Speaking of war trains, you guys have any? I recently got a few World War II trains from my local flea market, and yes, the guys, I have them on my channel. Oh, dude! All right, I'm gonna have to check that out, Travis, for sure. That gets me to my second point, and I know that people who've been around here are kind of like they're like, all right, here comes Wally's speech. But hey, man, this is a cool hobby here, and we're all part of the same club and the same group. So make sure we support each other. Go to each other's channels, watch their channels, get to know each other because. It's a fun hobby, and as many of you guys know, it's something that is sometimes very, very insular in terms of like, your neighbors aren't doing trains, or there might be only one or two guys.
Well, they could be doing trains, they just haven't told you about it yet.
Right.
They're hiding out.
Yeah, you got it. The speech.
There's the speech.
Anyway, like I said, guys, just make sure you support each other. This is a fun hobby. It's a great hobby. Go to train shows. And I'm telling you, my favorite part of the hobby, and it's always been, I love the trains, don't get me wrong. But, Bill is a friend that I met through trains, and some of my best friends that I met through trains. And I love this, including, for that matter, to be perfectly honest with you, Kevin Quinn. Is somebody that I met through the trains, and I've only seen him a couple of times, but you know, I really like the guy. I met his
Yeah.
wife. She's a really nice guy, or nice guy, a really a wonderful lady. And yeah, and I met them through trains and without these trains. So make sure you support each other. Make sure you reach out. Make sure you talk. So I don't hear any squeaky wheels, and George isn't there tonight. Yep. There,
Yeah.
we tried to get them all oiled before we started. We do have one little squeaker there on the GG1, I think, as it rolls around. Yeah, the hobbies definitely keeps you on track. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that be cool? I agree. Wouldn't it be cool if we all lived in the same neighborhood? Just kind of like bop around to everybody's house.
Well,
Hey, we're running trains.
Just live within 45 minutes of
Right,
each other.
right. Which is kind of neat where we're at. At least there's a small group of people that we know that are within about an hour and a half of each other. And we do a lot of social commiserating with each other and going
we do
to
a lot of stuff
to that point. I mean, if anybody's in the Chicagoland area on March 15th, two things that we'll invite you to. One is the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association's meet. It's at 10 o'clock at the St. Charles VFW Hall. And then when that's done, my own personal invitation to everybody that's on here, everybody. So Travis, come to Chicago, March 15th. Come and let's all run the Yes Railroad. James is going to be here. George is going to be here. I'm going to be here. Bill's going to be here. We'll have the whole crew here. We'll be running trains. It's my birthday. We'll be having some birthday cake. We'll probably have some libations. I know that I will probably be having some iced tea myself on that day because that
wonderful drink.
It's exactly. Oh, I agree with you too. It like what we need to do in our community is dig tunnels and expand the layout that way.
You talk about that, and it makes me think right away of live steam stuff. There's YouTube videos on it too, where there's like housing developments around the train. There's a train layout that goes between everybody's house, just like there's airport communities and golf communities.
That is so cool.
There's live steam communities.
Where's that at? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Oh man, I would love to just see that.
Because there's a bunch of stuff like that.
Man, I went to go buy a live steam speeder. I told Bill this one time. The guy had spent a ton of money and built this beautiful live steam setup in his backyard, and it was huge. It was like had elevation, and it was nice. And he had a whole garage where he could keep his trains and everything like that. And he just got on in age, and I don't remember if he just couldn't do it anymore or he passed away. But they were selling everything, including the house, and the house was kind of reasonably priced. And it was, you know, when we were on the Illinois River trip, we went right by where the house was.
Oh, okay.
Remember that town where we stopped, where they had the air raid? Were you with us? We stopped. I think it was called Henry, Illinois, and they had an air raid siren.
Oh yeah,
the guy pulled up, and they had an air raid. That was the town where it was at.
Oh, okay.
And it was probably about a half mile away, maybe a quarter mile away from the river. That would have been a fun. And the only reason why I bring it up is because it was a neat house. And I always thought that if I got some friends together, that would be a fun clubhouse to get everyone. Yeah, so I definitely like the idea of this model train subdivision. And James, if you make it out for the 3-rail or for the 2-rail show, look us up. I know that Jordan's got a buddy that's going to the 2-rail show. I want to say that it's in Lombard where the 2-rail show is. We're probably, I would say, about an hour and 15 minutes away from Lombard. So, you know, if you're staying overnight and looking for something to do and you're headed out there with some friends, man, come on by. We'll have some pizza and run trains here.
That baby's squeaking good now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is squeaking.
Are those Lionel ZWs modern or older?
These?
Post-war, baby.
Post-war.
Post-war.
Post-war Z-dubs. Oh, did somebody ask that?
Yeah. Right there, Matt. Sit down.
All right, let's see here, guys. I'm running behind. it's good that we're getting some chat up here.
This steam up to 84 in the driveway on the 15th.
Yes. Yes. I'd like that.
That would take a lot.
Yep. So, okay, I see. Yep, the Z-Dubs, these are modern, and then we have down here Z4000, which is actually Bill's. And that one is from Mike's Train House, and that one's more modern. So, man, PRR, you come out, just
take the train.
Yep, come out for a live, take the train. We can spend a whole day. We can go to Museum of Science and Industry, which has got a Pioneer Zephyr, which is cool. Or go to the Illinois Railway Museum.
There's another steam engine they have. What's the speed one?
Oh, yeah, the 999. Yeah, it's the first.
There's another steam engine there.
It's a B&O. I think it's a B&O 999.
Okay.
Huge drivers, and I think it had the first train to go 120 miles an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
There was a fast one there.
Right. Huge drivers. So thank you, apples and oranges. It's a little bit, March 15th, but that's the day. You bet, man. You bet. Hook it up.
That's it.
Redneck GoPro. I love it. Cell phone and duct tape. I've been known to do that before. Well, that's cool. You got a Z-Dub given to you yesterday. This one right here. Oh, you guys can't see me. I've got the screen turned around. I figured I should change it up a bit from time to time. Again, I'm going to switch this back. Hold up, guys. But this one, I'm either going to need to replace. I don't know if it's going to be cheaper to just replace it or to get this one fixed. There's a guy in the Midwest division of the TCA that fixes these. I was thinking about giving it to him to see if he could give it a once over to see. But this one here, the more you run it, the less power it puts out to the trains. This one's a little bit better, but this one, yeah. So, but I love these old ZWs, and even though the Z4000 is bulletproof, the ZWs, I just like the look of them.
Do you have any pre-war O-gauge stuff, Wally? That's what Matt was asking.
It's a New York Central 999. That's the
New
one.
York Central 999 Empire
Right.
State Express.
Right. So, Travis, come on out. Make a road trip to Chicago, man. If you do, give me a holler. We'll have a good time. I guarantee it. Guarantee a good time. Because not only that, depending on when you come out, we also do 7.5 gauge railroading as well.
Right.
And about 20 minutes down the road from our house is what's called it? The Prairie State Railroad, which is a railroad that we belong to. And we take you out there and drive on the 7.5 gauge trains as well. That's cool. Or your past member. James should get back into it. We really, really enjoy the Train Collectors Association. And you know, the main part that I really like about that is we lost the
SVG one.
That might we lost the G is I like the social piece to it. I really do. The social piece is really a good time and making friends in the.
What I'm going to say is TCA is really funny. Just like any club, it's like what you put in, you will get back tenfold. You just have to remember that, and you got to spend time. Yeah, Sommerfeld's in Burlington, Wisconsin is a good hobby shop. It's small, but it's packed tight with trains.
Yeah. So yeah, T scale. How big is that, man? I know that it exists, but I don't have any idea what it is. That'd be really cool. But wow, man, 1,000 members. That is a lot of people that like trains. However, I can understand that that's the demographic of people that love trains too. So yeah, for sure. Make sure you get that renewed, and make sure that you
they'll give you your old number back too.
Really?
Yeah. No extra charge.
No kidding.
We used to charge you extra for all that
Right,
stuff, but
right.
now it's like, no, you want your old number back?
Well, one of the things that I want to do, and I don't know if they would do it or how that even works, but my mom is a member of the TCA, and I've always thought that she should, she didn't have wasn't a member because my dad was a member.
She was the spouse?
Right. So I've always thought, or would love to look into how she could get my dad's number.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was brought up at board of directors meetings a long time ago.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of pushback on that.
Right.
A lot of pushback.
By the men.
By the old men, yeah.
Right. My daughter, I like this. My daughter is a member of the Train Collectors Association.
Really?
Yes, she is. And she is member number 7,499.
Wow.
I was trying to type it perfectly so that she would become member 75,000.
Oh, okay.
And I was off by one number.
Wow.
Actually, they had a lottery for people who joined over a period of time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to try it with my daughter just for kids and giggles. So I signed her up because everybody else in my family was already in the Train Collectors Association. So I
might as well sign her up too.
So right, might as well. So she was member 74,999.
Wow. So close.
So close.
So close. T is half of Z. I don't think I can even see Z.
Wow.
I deal with small stuff at work, but man, that stuff is way too small. I don't know how they do it.
That's cool that your modular group was there. And that's really cool that York has kind of expanded such where they are bringing those people in and allowing them to be part of the show. Because I think that really expands a train show's scope.
I think they're going to have to show that they're converting over to not just collecting, but operating.
I agree with that.
To maintain.
I agree with that.
To maintain or bring in the new young members. Because you want to have the bells and whistles and electronics and all of that kind of stuff. That's where.
And to that point, the Midwest division, it's gotten smaller and smaller over the years just because people are literally dying or just
not
getting
interested.
To the point.
Yeah, I got everything that I want.
But on the flip side to that, the growth area of the Midwest division is definitely, or not necessarily the growth area, but one of the active areas. And I would say the growth area too, though. One of is the modular layout. The Midwest division has a modular layout. And we do a lot of.
We've been doing that for a long time.
Yes.
That modular layout is Jim and Bob DiDomenico started that in like 1995. 95, maybe even earlier, but 95 for sure. And then before I was president the first time, you asked how long we've been doing modular stuff. I saw that as a way of getting more people involved in outside stuff.
This actually backs up before that, wasn't it? Because Jim Kleinschmidt and Bob DiDomenico, they were part of the Midwest High Railers, right?
Right, independent High
Railers.
Right, and then they started their own thing.
Right. And then
then
Bob, you and me.
Because I made kits for everybody to make a module.
Right.
And that's how more and more people got involved.
And I want to say that was 2002, wasn't it?
Around there.
I want to say it was around 2002 is when that was happening, which was before I was a president. And I think before you were a president too. I think we were both on the board of directors.
We were on the board because we were on the board for the convention in 2002.
Right. Yeah. But I still remember that. That was a very close group, the independent high railers.
Oh yeah.
So we would never have the opportunity to. And then Jim and Bob, Jim and Bob, I remember as being part of that. And I remember Bob, me and Bob was the one that was saying, okay, if you're not going to be a part of that, it was kind of a.
Yeah. We'll see you, Matt. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And by the way, there, Mr. Rail Yard, Luke. Yeah, I need to.
So the Midwest Independent High Railer Standards Yes, they had standards, but I think it was
that
we
came
were
from above.
using Lehigh Valley.
Right.
The drawings that I have are Lehigh Valley, and it's the same standards.
Right.
4 feet, 31 inches, and was that 4.5 inches apart? So, well, that's cool that you guys do 6 shows a year. Do you do?
2 16-foot trailers.
Yeah. Right now we have just the one. Jim owns most of the modules now, and he's got one 16-foot trailer. But they're packed and they're tight. I still have the 40-foot long yard.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
Used to have the curves and a lot of straights and all that stuff, and it's like it got to be a little bit too much.
Hold on a second here.
Oh.
Try this one here, Luke. Try that email. I know that a couple of times that you've tried to do a FaceTime, or not a FaceTime call, but a what do you call it? A Facebook call, and that one is one where it's just kind of like I don't know how to. I hate to say it, I don't know how to do it, but it's confusing, and yeah. So
so you do 6 shows a year. So when you say shows, are they train shows? Are you set up at shopping centers? You set up at libraries? You set up at churches? Different, is it the train shows? Are they display only or display and sell? We got all the different kinds around here. Matter of fact, there'll be one coming up in March out in Rockford that we always go to. Still dealing with kidney stones. I had that. I'm glad I'm done with that. Kidney stones really suck.
Oh man, yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry to hear about that, Randall.
Randall, you got to drink a lot of water. A lot of water, a lot of water, a lot of water, a lot of water. Just layout shows, huh?
How much water? A lot of water.
Well, right now, a lot of water. Right now, I'm drinking anywhere from 96 to 120 ounces a day. So what happens when you drink a lot of water?
Yeah, pee a lot.
You got to pee a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see my knee is shaking right now.
Gotta go. Well, that might be the cue, guys, because we've been on here for a while, 2.5 hours now, which is fun. Woo! Man, that's a long time, but it doesn't feel like it's that long just because hanging out with friends, having a good time.
We got trains running.
We got trains running.
We got 2 out of 3 trains running.
Right.
It took a lot. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming out tonight, hanging out. How's the weather by you? We're going from 65 degrees today to 30 degrees tomorrow and snow. So it's pretty cool.
So yeah, we're gonna let's see here. So next week it might be 3 weeks before we do the next show, because next week George and I are, I think in 2 weeks is the 13th. In the 13th, George and I are going to be in Florida.
Sheesh. That is the 13th, 14th, 15th is like quadruple booked
already. But again, I invite everybody to come out to my birthday on the 15th. Come out to the Yes Railroads and see the GFW Trains Worldwide Studio here. It'll knock your socks off, let me tell you. Hit me up if you want to do that. If you want to come out, and I'll put my the GFW Trains. Boom. Hit me up there. And you can also come to the Midwest Division meet as well, guys. But again, thanks for hanging out with us. It's always a really, really good time to spend on Friday, spend the time with Bill, spend time with you guys, talk some trains. We'll be back here in 3 weeks. Yep. So look for us then. And till then, make sure you support each other. This is a great hobby. We all know it. Share it through your modular group. Share it through your friends. Man, it's good to be a part of this group, and I'm glad that you're here to share everything with us. So, I'm glad that you're here. You know, I paused there because it made me think of my father and sharing this hobby with him, and how special it was for me to share this with him, and also him sharing this with you. So, again, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. We'll see you next time where we'll talk about everything,
but mostly trains.
All right. See you later, everybody.